Okay, welcome to QEDNG. My name is Olumide Yoda, and this is Mighty Conversations. My guest today can be described as a Nollywood power broker. He is the former president of the Actors Guild of Nigeria and the current president of the Association of Voice-Over Artists of Nigeria, AVOA. Mr. Segun Arinze.
Thank you very much. It's nice to be back here, Evan.
Yeah, nice to always have you here. You may like I always say to you that you're a member of the family. It's just that we don't get to see you as regularly as we would have liked to.
Because I did I guess very, very busy. Every now and then, most times I'm out of Lagos working. So that's whenever I have time, of course. This whole.
And you thanks for all the how will I say, the cooperation, the stuff in the past that you've done for us.
We appreciate.
Okay, and the partnership and stuff like that. Okay, so let us go through the chase. You were supposed to be ill. Interestingly, I was typing Segun Arinze on Facebook. And as I did Segun Arinze, the next thing is sick. So it came out with Segun Arinze sick. I know we're not sick. Tell me about that story.
It's one girl called Sarah Ajayi Ojabo. I think that's her name. She started it. I was on set. I was filming, and the costumier. Social media is just become a dumping ground for so many things, and a lot of callous and mysterious things being done on social media. So there's a picture of me where the costumer was helping me take my costume off, and they were going to put stuffs on me. So I had to take a break. I sat down and I was looking. If you notice, I had a red bead on my hands, and so it took the picture. They yanked it off her page. You know, when the costumer walks into you and says, okay, I walk to this person, so it's going to help my profile, drive traffic to my profile. And this lady went there and yanked off the picture. Not only she yanked off the picture, she now doctored the picture by removing where the costumer was helping me and just had only where I was holding the cloth and where I was sitting, and said her enemy was sick. You know, people called my attention to it the first time. I just said, just you guys get, but it got quite intense. And before I knew it, phone calls around the world, people calling from everywhere. My wife also was a bit bothered. People were now calling left, right, center. And I showed my wife, I said, look at the picture. This is. So she started receiving calls. My son in the UK, my daughter, by everybody, my friends. There was just a frenzy for like 4 days. And I first went and wrote to the girl. I said, can you pull this down? Because I am not sick. I'm not ill in any way. And when I noticed that it was just going on and on and on, and then before you knew, people were now lifting off her page and coming with their own different dimensions of the story, you know. I won't lie to you, Limudi. I got very, very angry, very, very, very angry that if I had seen her, only God knows what I would have done to her, if I had seen her physically, and then in the midst of all of it, she now sent me, when she now saw that it was a serious matter, she now sent a text message on my page. My sincere apologies, sir. And I was, well, sincere apologies, how? I don't understand. You're wrecking me and you're telling me your sincere apologies. You're using me to drive traffic to your page. I tried to get across to Facebook. I know that's something about Facebook. The administrators, the admins and all that. They don't even give you time to even give the details of it. Well, I guess because the page is huge, so it's not everybody that can read, and everything that I think is AI now is automated. I couldn't reach to Facebook to say, hey, this is what's going on. When I just told them that it's a lie, this false information and all that. And this thing just went on, and then I just decided, okay, I was going to do a video to tell people, listen, I'm very okay. But what am I saying here is that people are beginning to use Facebook to do a lot of shenanigans. What some of it, some of them even plucked it up and were asking for money. They're asking for donation for their enemy that they had to go to hospital. I was like, no, this. So I don't know if you saw the video. I said, please don't give anybody any money. I'm not sick. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm okay. So social media, I'm beginning to agree that to a certain level, social media now needs to be censored in a certain way. Not censoring them in terms of material, but there has to be a regulating it that, you know, we will do our name, BVN. I think it's high time the Nigerian government takes it very seriously through the Ministry of Communications. Everybody must have their name and BVN and their numbers and everything attached to their page. So when any false news comes out, we know where to direct it. Social media, we're discussing before we came on camera, and social media is so crazy right now. Like, it can pull a government down, it can mess up a lot of people with false news, and a lot of falsehood on social media. A lot of, to tell you why, there's one I saw this morning before I came out on Facebook. It was this, I was just taken aback. A lion fighting a big python and holding him out, and people just standing and watching. And I said, before you get leave at the stand where lion did. I mean, so they use AI, they do all sorts of social media, and it's kind of shame. It's a big shame that if it's not nipped in the bud on time, well, it's going to get worse.
You know, one of the things that I noticed with your own story is that it took different dimensions, different narratives. It started with Segun Arinze is sick, then it became Segun Arinze needs help, then it became what is happening to our Nollywood. That's why. So all kinds of solutions.
I was even replying to some of them. I was so furious. I was replying to a lot of it. I was really, I was cussing a lot of them out. Like, are you guys okay? Are you normal? And you see me right there. You know, funny thing, the first of people writing, and my name is across. Someone say, "Hey, yeah, Bele," and you're amazing. That's one of the biggest problems of this younger generation. They don't read. It's a one-way traffic. Once one person starts on, everybody else goes in that direction. So everybody takes the time to stop, pause, read through, and say, "Oh, they don't. They don't care. They don't communicate." Oh, so say that one. Let me be first to put it on my page so that I can also get fuller. Put, and they also start dropping it. And then when you now find out it's a lie, how to retrace the step becomes a difficult process. They can't even go back.
Somebody said that it's possible that we actually using that post originated from you to promote that film.
How would I want you to promote the film? If I want to promote the film, I'll promote the film in a decent way. If you want to promote a film, well, know how to promote it. How can I use that to promote a film? Can you use sickness to promote a film? Is that not madness? They're crazy. Why would anybody want to even, in his right senses, want to even that kind of thing? Usually sometimes as deep as being ill to campaign. I mean, the director even came out to say, "Hey, that was taken on my set. Please pull it down." They did. They did not. Nobody was even listening. Everybody was just on that trajectory.
You said that you are going to seek legal redress. Are you still on that path?
I thought about it. How are you going to sue? Because everybody took from one. So if the person that started it out comes and denies, you see the person says, "No, I didn't. It wasn't me. I got it from another page." So I didn't even get. So how many people are you going to sue? I leave that to God.
Okay, because
I'll be the judge.
you see, I asked that because I remember that in an interview last year, you said you normally don't respond to a lot of things.
I normally don't respond to things. I just ignore it. But when this was, my wife had to say, "Listen, when you get to do this, you need to respect." My manager was very pissed. She was so upset. She was even replying, and my daughter was also replying. Everywhere, it was crazy. My personal assistant was just angry about it. And look, you know what they say, "Well, you guys are up on work over." So that's how it is. It got so, at the point, it got so frustrating for me that if I had seen that woman, there's no telling what would have happened. And then she wrote to her the tomato, right? Mother, wife, and what did she say? Entrepreneur, just did my dad, and had the temerity to come to my page with a test statement. "My sincere apologies, sir." And for God, make God judge them. If she's looking for sickness, she will get sickness.
Okay, so were you invited as I think you saw something about you being invited as a collaborator on that post or something like that?
No, what happened was after she had gone, because traffic had gone to her page. So I was in the process of trying to report her. I now saw that Facebook had given her, Phoebe had written my name that I was trending. You know how they enumerate now. So they've given that one, and then they now on her page, she had a badge. They were now saying that I should share a badge with her. Oh my God! I just you say the accept or do not accept. I was so angry. I just look at these guys. They're jokers.
Now, you've been in this business for so long, and when I'm saying so long, the earliest that I can remember will be 96. That regularly comes to mind. I know that you've been there longer than that. So let us even go to 96 with Silent Night. We are talking 29 years. Why did this particular one hit you so hard?
This bothered on health. This bothered on falsehood. Do you know what it has a domino effect. You know, the thing with people is that when you go on social media and saying things, you seem to forget that these people you're talking about have families and relations and associates and friends. So there's this domino effect. For my friend, my closest buddy, two of them, Abubakar Yakuba and Kingsley go calling, hey, what's going on? And then today do calling, and then my wife and my siblings, everybody, it was crazy. So there was a need to address it. Say, listen, guys, no, you can't do this. You just can't do this. And also has its downside because when somebody is probably thinking of casting you in a movie and he sees that, mistake, let's focus. Even when among your colleagues, they have to go along to convince them that you're not feeling anything, you're okay. One very good fellow of mine has sent me a message. I just read that you're writing that you're sick. Is it true? I said, you must be mad. You really must be mad. Is it true? You're asking me, what is it? I mean, people even now to even talk to. How would I say that? Oh, what's this I'm seeing on about you here? I hope it's not true. Are you okay? You're asking me, is it true? So even if I'm sick, let's say I'm doing for any reason, I will now tell you who I am. I'll go to bed for money on social media. I mean, you know, that's crazy. So I had a lot of comments, a lot of calls. I really want to say thank you to all my friends, associated colleagues who had called me for all over. Were really worried and bothered about what's going on. And I had to assuage everybody and let everybody know that, listen, look, I'm fresh and board. I'm okay. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm fine. I'm really, really doing okay.
Okay, so when I saw those pictures, I knew immediately that they were doctor. That was not true, because maybe because I knew a little bit about the media and all of that. Why was it difficult for people not to realize that it was made of?
Well, because a lot of people are not discerning. They are not. And everybody's in a one-way traffic, particularly this young generation. Everybody's just in a one-way traffic. What they are thinking about it, or just get the story. Who's going to be the first person to post the story? So it's difficult for you to now begin to convince everybody to say, oh, he's off. The people that you would expect are going to help you disabuse some of those minds of people. Some of them are going to be sharing the story, and then come back to, oh, I didn't know, I thought, and they didn't call you first, they didn't verify. Now, what makes it so bad in this instance that the silly woman, say, Kabo, whatever she calls herself, I am not your friend on Facebook. I don't know you from anywhere. We've never met. There's nothing joining us or putting us together. And you say a picture of me on set with a makeup on it. Probably maybe because of course I shedded weight. You know how I used to be before I shedded weight. And then you now decide on your own volition to say that your enemy is sick and hand it to me to go and post it. Now, these are the kind of things that if it were elsewhere, the reaction would be very, very horrendous. The kind of reaction, the kind of things that I will do would have been very, very bad. But let us, for sake of civility, let me not mention on camera what the kind of things that people will do. Because you play Russian roulette with somebody's life because you want traffic. You want to drive traffic to your page. What kind of falsehood? How can you live? How can you live that kind of false life? And you see that you'll be happy with yourself. I'm sure you'll be content with yourself. Say that wherever you are like that you are happy that you did this. And you have to, oh, bravo, you did so well. Sad. But she's looking for sickness. God will get sickness.
What is the different? What was the worst thing written about you?
What's the worst thing about it? I can't remember when my first marriage broke up, when we named that. And it wasn't as severe as this. It wasn't that severe. But this was where they extra. I mean, let me not lie to you on a personal note. Let me not lie to you on a personal note. This really, really got to me, hurt me badly. It hurt me so badly that one could lie and you see insisting on it. And when I now wanted to check her page and she had pulled it down. She quickly pulled it out. I guess that's why she came to come and give me that stupid cock-a-boot. So, my sister. Can you imagine? Not even say, okay, let me look for this person. I apologize. I say, I'm very sorry, sir. I didn't know. You just called my pay. And one liner, my sincere apologies, sir. I had to screen munch it and circle it and put it on my status and then share it people say, look at the person. It was also a smack of arrogance. Okay, I apologize. My sincere apologies. Okay, let's move on. Is that a wickedness? You call yourself a mother, a wife, you go see sickness, you never believe her. I've never seen as many of them will believe that sickness will be sick.
I'll never see you this angry.
Well, I will try as much as possible to even contain myself. She will see sickness, she will not believe it.
Now, worst things have been circling about people.
What's that bizarre about people? But imagine. Good guy take a Tony Umes picture, put in alive. How callous can you get? Somebody's alive. You went out to his page and put it over Facebook. How can you even do that? You think these people are woods and trees? They're not human beings. They don't have relations. You go and write RIP on somebody's picture for crying out loud. On social media, no, something needs to be done about it.
Talking about the Tony Umes RIP, several people have been reported dead. One of whom is Olu Jacob that has been killed several times on social media. What is your take on?
As an irresponsibility. That's why I said that there has to be a way for Facebook, for TikTok, for Instagram, and every other social media platform. There has to be a way of regulating these things and finding out the truth. You don't just go and post anything just because you want to drive traffic. And all this comes as a result of monetization. You want to make money. So, like on Facebook, the more comments people make, you make money in there. So everybody, that thing about where there's honey, everybody wants to go there. That's where you find ants. Everybody go where there's sugar. So that's what's happening. Everybody wants to make quick money. So they don't mind. And then the worst part, some of them will post. You only see 2 likes or 2 comments. And you see you are living a life. After telling somebody, trying to mess somebody's life up, you're waiting for people to turn there, get 2 likes, 3 likes, 4 likes, or comments. Particularly if the story has made the rounds. There's so much irresponsibility on social media. So much irresponsibility. And I think, like I said, something needs to be done about that. Maybe it has to be a deliberate campaign, an intentional campaign about this is where the National Orientation Agency should come in. This is their job. This is where you now begin to tell people to be responsible on social media. There's certain things you're going to see on social media. I saw a clip 2 days ago about a lady who was trying to get a job. I don't even know it was a script. It was trying to get a job, and they asked her to come for the job, for the interview. She went for the interview, and they told her, "Can you have your social media handle?" She gave, and they came back to her and told her, "Sorry, we can't give you the job." Say, "Why? You qualified." I say you're good with everything, but the things you do on social media, you're posting big pictures, you were doing this, you were telling lies, you went to this building, you were showing things that were not yours, you're lying. So we can't trust you because this bothers on integrity and credibility. You understand? So what you post on social media sometimes will affect you. I keep saying that. See a lot of youngsters, they'll go to funny places and take pictures, stream, and post as if that they're selling lies. Why do you want to do that? Be yourself. Why? You don't need all that. I've got 30 million followers. I've got 100 million followers. There's nothing wrong in that. There's absolutely nothing wrong in having followership. But get it in the authentic way. Get it in the natural, right way. Besides, when you die safe, as soon as you die, everybody's going to follow you. You want to follow you on to social media. That's the funny part of it. So there has to be, like I said earlier, responsible way of working.
Okay, now, we've had enough. I think we've said enough about this story that we know is not true in the first place. Now, let us go back to social media. Your industry is now a beneficiary of social media. A lot of people are now posting their content, their films, on that same YouTube where stories about Segun Arinze and all of that are doing. I mean, some of them are, in fact, perhaps the most popular film in Nigeria at the moment, maybe one of the most popular films in Nigeria at the moment, is actually on YouTube.
One to Uzor Arukwe.
Yes.
Love.
Love is love in every word.
Love in every word.
And it has also spawned a lot of Udogu Parara, Chaligo and stuff like that. When do you think of that, about that phenomenon? YouTube.
That's when you use social media in a positive way. So that's good. It's a welcome development. I mean, Now we're talking about professionalism here. And Uzor did so well in that film. He did Kai. No. Let's not even just go there. He was just outstanding in that movie. And then after that, people are going to see him in other movies. So he's the main thing right now. He's the biggest deal, right? It's not like that is Uzor Arukwe. I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy for him that finally, that's the power of social media. The positive power of social media. Like somebody has done something, and everybody appreciates the fact that he has done this, and we can use it positively. You understand that? So that's it. There's nothing wrong when you're using your platforms to do your professional things and all that, to advertise your stuff, tell stories about you, your backstories, and there's nothing wrong in that. Nothing whatsoever wrong in that. My advice is don't use for things that are not supposed to be used for.
The look in your face when we mentioned Uzor Arukwe, you said finally. Tell me about the young man.
Because he had walked his way up the ladder. It's been there. And he finally got what called the Actors Chunk, finally. I'm so happy for him. We had a premiere last week of The Masked King. Lumen and the producer said, we're not going to start until Uzor arrives. Not that he was a lead in the movie, but he played a major role. And the minute he came in, you could see everybody screaming, Odogo. Young people ranting. I was pleased. You could see these people over there. I was saying, no, this is it. See, when people do well, be genuinely happy for them. Be genuinely happy for them. And I'm so happy for him. I'm so proud of him. So proud of him. And other young actors, before they begin to think of that. Yeah, I do. Quite a number of them, and I'm very proud of the antecedents and what they're doing. And I'm very, very, like Timine Buso, for instance. Okay, that's something that Etin Daniel too. Those are actors that you could see progressing, and they're using social media progressively. So that's it. And they also have the female counterparts as well.
Someone told me that she has seen that film 4 times on YouTube.
My wife has seen it 5 times.
5 times
on YouTube. 5 times. I didn't want to be. They knew it was going to be like that. I don't think. I just money just put it on there. Poof. You don't know where your blessing will come from. You know. You didn't know.
No, particularly I wasn't happy for Money Daily because Emily used to write for me. She was a columnist for me.
Oh, she's a writer.
Yeah, when I was the editor of Saturday Independent. And a lot of people actually thought that she wasn't going to be able to do it. In fact, someone said that we want to do a celebrity or things that she will stop writing after 2 years. She wrote for about 3 years. No stop.
No money is brilliant now. She's in a class by herself.
So I'm particularly happy.
She's in a class all by herself. You could see a deep thing. I've had the course to work with her, interact with her. She directed women's that's World Strike that I played. Also, Wives of Strike that she directed. Ooh. And you could see the intentionality. From what I've seen from Omani, she's very intentional. Very, very deliberate. And she, calculates this is where I'm going. I could say it. So she's deep. She's profound. I like her.
Okay. You said it took a break from acting some time ago because you were getting a lot of bad boy roles.
Yeah, that was many years ago.
Has that changed significantly?
Man, don't change. It has changed too. That's changed. I've come into my own to prove that I'm an actor. This is what I live for. And I like to, the day I drop dead, nothing's going to change that. I may be doing other things, but that's my passion. So now you know that I can play different roles. I hate being a stereotype. It kills off the actor. I don't like stereotypes. I don't like it. Never works for me. It may work for other actors, but for me, I don't like being a stereotype. I like to see myself evolve different roles and all. I'm the kind of I like, that's why I like the likes of Denzel Washington. I like Daniel Day-Lewis. I like Tom Hanks. And down in Nigeria, Olu Jacobs. Of course, RMD is also flexible. Also, and then my brother, my friend the best, Ramsey Noor, you see him navigate through that. So I like when you see actors navigate through roles and sit on it and on the role. That's it. Just take it on the role and leave it. That's it. I don't want to stereotype. I want to just anyway, I'm going to play bad boy. You see a different interpretation of bad boy. Even if I'm going to. So I trust much as even if I'm going to play 10 roles and they're bad boys, I want to see you see that I don't play those roles the same way. They're different.
I also noticed that people also like casting you as a military man.
Of late, they started doing police. Now they shifted police. They're entering soldier. From I'm sure I'll be Navy. Before you know it, I'll be flying the Air Force.
Are you seeing that as a pattern?
I see it as better, but I try as much as possible to discourage it. I see the patterns when they come. I recently done like 2 of those police rules recently. As don't go there. You don't want to become a stereotype. It kills you off as an actor. And you know a one-way traffic because oh, he did it well. Police. Oh, did it? I'm robber. Did this here? Politician. And so you get cocooned. And no. That's not me. That's not me. I don't want that.
See, and let me go back to what I said about when you spoke about Uzor. I noticed again that you didn't. I mean, you had no problem also talking about people like RMD, Ramsey Noah. You spoke about them in very good terms, fiery, glowing. You don't seem to think that you are in competition with anybody.
Why are we competing with any people? What are we competing for? What are we defending? Why are we competing? There's no need for us to compete. Why? The bird, listen, the sky is big enough for all the birds to fly. You can't play all the notes, can you? You can't be everywhere at the same time, can you? And so when I see my colleague genuinely come out and do that, I'm genuinely happy for them. When they win awards and I'm genuinely happy for them. All I want to do is just tap into that anointing. But when do you want to compete? A competition brings bad blood and all that. You don't need all that. They don't need that. It's always teamwork. When you're on the field of playing football, you pass. Everybody has their own role. There are defenders, there's a goalkeeper, there are the midfielders, and there are the forwards. Everybody work together as a unit to score goals. And once you score, they all celebrate. It doesn't mean that any other person in the team cannot score. Even the goalkeeper can score goals. But everybody celebrates that. So it's an ensemble, it's a team, it's a unit. Why do you want to compete with that?
Do you feel that Emeka Ike, with whom you're exchanging words?
Emeka is a fine actor. We still talk, we joke about, we laugh about all those things now. Emeka is a crazy guy, politics, but we laugh about it. But does it take the fact that he's a fine actor? Same like Sam Dede. I can give you a reel of my favorite actors.
How did Emeka Ike end your...
Naturally, to end now.
What happened actually?
No, say happened. It just ended naturally. Friends, it was just about the position. And as I left the position, you also had other things to do. And then time happened. Time and chance happened. I was growing old. So, he's my friend. I've asked him whenever he's around, I'll call him. I've even told him, say, oh, wait, come. I'll call, let's go for lunch. Or let's go for dinner. Can he be low? He went, cool. Well, cool. I don't want having enemies. I don't need, listen, the work I'm doing is enough burden. They now begin to hate on. Hate is a burden. So, listen, travel light. How long do you have to live in the world? How long? I guess, God bless you so much. 1995. If you go, one day you leave, you're carried on your shoulder and the animosity. What do I need that animosity for? Move on, man. Move on. The train leaves the station every 10 minutes.
So, okay. So, your first time as the president of AVOIBA, the Association of Voice Over Artists of
Nigeria.
Yeah, is coming to an end soon. Are you seeking re-election?
Well, I'm consulting, but there's a likelihood that yes, that I'll be running again for office. Need to take the association to the next level. I have Voice First, 1,000 voices that I'm planning on doing and partnering with the Lagos State government. I'm seriously looking forward to that. Talking with the Commissioner for Arts, Tourism, and Culture, Adam Tucker. And I want us to take it to the next day. I want to do something called 1,000 voices. We train a lot of youngsters, plenty of youngsters who don't know what to do with their voice. They don't know they can earn money with their voices. Whether it's Yoruba, you're speaking, Hausa, Igbo, whatever language, you can train you. And that's why I call it 1,000 voices. So it's just targeted at the young people. You helped us out. You partnered with us online and we did Voice First in Sule. Now it's taking it to a bigger stage. We're taking it to the next level. And also, we also are doing the health thing, the HMO thing for members. I'm getting very, very old. And so there's need for us to begin to cycle and get a lot of young people to come into the fold. So yes, I look forward to working with it. But my present ESCO, fantastic team. So if I'm going back, I'm with the same team. My vice president Abdul Mohammed, who is just a wonderful gentleman. There's got this Joy of Bene. There's Tessie Brown. There's Udeme, who's there, and then of course there's Mezi Michael. Oh, my team, tight. And not for one day did you quarrel. Not for one day did you see us quarrel. Because I always tell my team, we may have an argument here, but it doesn't go out of this place, and that's how it should be. And I think if everybody adopts that, I think you go far in terms of administration.
You said something about your wife earlier, and you hardly see her in public. I don't even know if I've seen her in public before, but I know that you always post about her on her birthday. So she was 55 in January.
It's January 27th.
In 2020, you went to office with Para one to celebrate the birthday. Tell me about Julie.
How do I describe Julie? She's an awesome, amazing human being. Awesome, amazing human being. I don't think God have given me a better wife. God just took me to say, see wife take. See wife take. Because in the midst of all the chaos, there's one person who's just so level-headed. And when things happen, she's one of my biggest critics, actually. So when she sees these, no, I think you should do it. I think or discuss it. I think we're like that. And so sometimes when we do have our arguments, and I make sure that we don't go to sleep without resolving the matter. And if there's any other issue, we'll talk about it first in the morning. Then probably will drive you to work, or we'll talk about it. So we've come to that level of, we've evolved to that level. So it's so easy for both of us to just talk and all that. Like when I was going to give a sermon in church, they gave me the topic, and I showed her, I said, okay, look through this. What do you think? She'll come back and try it, because she also ministers in church once in a while. So she will look at it and say, okay, you don't say this, I don't say this. And when I'm going out sometimes, hey, this is your public figure. You never can tell who's going to see you outside. So look good. Look good, because you're a role model. And then she's a fantastic mother to our kids. So I have no complaints. The home front it's safe, it's good.
Is she publicity shy?
Very, extremely. She doesn't like all that. She doesn't like all that at all. Doesn't like it. See, once in a while you see her come out and goes back into a show. She's a workaholic as well.
So you and RMD, you are probably playing the same playbook. RMD also married a woman who is publicity shy.
And they've fallen in love. RMD's wife and my wife share the same birthday, 27th.
27th. Okay, so, January 27th or 27th. So that means that anybody who wants to marry a woman who is publicity shy should look for somebody born on January 27th. I don't know about that too.
I don't know about but Julie's just one of a kind. She's just one of a kind, and I have so much peace.
Now, on the final note, we posted something on Instagram recently about celebrities from Lagos, and a lot of people were telling us that we lied that you are from Lagos.
From Badagry.
So can you help us? Maybe the name like they say, let us end this to one for period. This podcast. I don't know.
Okay, let's put it this way. My father is Yoruba. My mother, Imo. My great-great-great-great-great-grandfather is all my leaders. I was born in Onitsha, right? And brought back to Lagos as a kindergarten to go back to Lagos. So from Badagry, I'm from Majaravedo. I'm Ainopagun. Just get it straight. My father also had an Igbo name. Your father had an Igbo name? Yes, he had his own Igbo name as well. So, you think your mother would give a child a name to explain the father. So my mom said, okay, let me give my son Arinze. And so I've always been Segun Arinze, all the way. Well, later the years I didn't pardon about Segun Arinze. And then when I was signing on to Premier Music, I don't know why I had to keep saying this over and over. I'm going to sound like a backed record. And so when Premier Music were going to release that album that year, didn't this see that ask me? Didn't this was, well, I remember didn't this, Premier Music. I said, hey, if I put this name Segun Arinze on the shelf, it will sound like a Fuji artist or Juju. Do you have any other name? And I started giving him other names. He said, no. So I myself, I already be Arinze. So he didn't even make anything out of it. I didn't know that he had already captured it. So he said, go. I was solid out. I'd done my photo shoot and everything. And the next night I just saw into the Punch newspaper, Vanguard, Amadi Wuna, Ladia, all of them, Fajr. The music science on Segun Arinze, and I was like, hey, Oga, what is this? And I said, leave it, just leave it. It will work. And that's how it got started. But I'm from Badalui. So I don't know. I go red like it. I was, perhaps maybe goes now on your side. But yeah, get me more. So you go over, trying to explain to people. I'm doing something like that. And I think this is, like you like to said, the final. So this is the final time I'm going to talk about it. Anything, opinion anybody wants to have, and the person says, I want to know more.
Okay. Thank you very much for coming.
You're most welcome anytime, any day.
I hope I didn't have to visit this land before we sit here there. May you not to come here, but the regular conversation is
And I also would say a big thank you. One of my proteges from Voice Fest works with you, Grace. You're happy. We're going to send more to you. We'll see. Maybe or where to come away with you. But it's been a pleasure being on the show.
thank you very much. Thank you. You're welcome.